Hey guys, so I wanted to kind of catch you up on the plan that I have been trying to figure out. This is my planner since we have kind of been on hiatus and we're closed. So right now the plan is still that we're coming back on the 27th of April, which gives us 4 more days of April, and then May 1st is that Friday. Originally we were talking about doing Titans Got Talent on May 1st. I don't think we'll have time to do that, um, especially because a lot of things are going to have to be pushed into that May calendar. Things like concerts, things like the play, things like everything that people have already paid for, everything that people have already done for their classes is going to get to be pushed into May. So it's going to be a really heavy month. But I have a thought. So May 20th is still our Lip Dub Day. And I thought we could maybe use this day a little differently. Miss Weatherhead isn't sure she really wants a field day anymore, which kind of from what I got from you guys weren't really feeling it either, or planning it at least. But we still have that whole day. So here's what I was thinking. I was thinking we would do elections that day, so in the morning on the 20th, which gives people a few weeks to campaign and whatnot, we could have elections in the morning, so you'd be in advisory for like 2 hours, meaning you go for like a half hour to the speeches and then an hour and a half activity within advisory. And I think maybe we could throw together some suggestions for that of like what students really want, and especially now that we're back, maybe we could create some things, at least for part of that time, to try to get kids back into our community. We also have so that would take us to about 9:25. Then we could do an assembly, and I was thinking maybe we do Titans Got Talent as our assembly, or we do it as parts of the assembly, and that way, people are getting recognized by the whole school. We could do some sort of voting, which wouldn't just be like who brought friends or not. We could do that, which would be pretty cool because we do it real time. And then we could still have Titans Got Talent. We wouldn't lose that as one of our traditional things we do. And we wouldn't do it as a fundraiser, which sucks, but, Beamer Wild Now made a lot of money. So we're not super hurting on money right now. We're doing a lot better than we were at the beginning of the year. So it's just something to think about, of being able to recognize our students and to recognize maybe the talents they've been working on. Over the course of this closure, maybe, and maybe once we get this decided, and I'll try to get feedback from you guys, but also try to get this to Miss Weatherhead to approve, so that we can maybe start reaching out and tell people like, hey, maybe you want to practice, maybe you want to do these things, so that you are ready for this. So like you can use your closure time to practice your song or your guitar or your juggling or whatever. So on that same day, then we would sort of have lunch, and we go back to advisory because they're worried about students leaving, so taking roll again, and then we would do the Lip Dub. So that's kind of the update on the Lip Dub day. So there would be no field day element because we'd be using that time for voting and for perhaps a Titans Got Talent assembly, some sort of assembly at least. And how long the assembly could be might be able to be a little fluctuated since there are no classes that day. Some other things just that weren't really on our radar and now are because of when we're coming back in. The blood drive is May 19th, so I'm going to need a few people, and maybe if you're one of the people whose projects got canceled, or you don't really have anything to work on because of X, Y, or Z, you can kind of do the blood drive. So the blood drive is May 19th. We'll need people to run reminder slips. We'll need people to check students in all day long. And we can do that in shifts. You can work the whole day. It's kind of up to you guys, but the blood drive is the 19th. Now, I have no idea if they'll continue with that. I would think so, because blood is something that we're always short on in hospitals, especially in medical situations. So I would definitely think that's going to still happen, but who knows, right? Prom is the 22nd. That is still scheduled. That's still on. The junior class council, especially, needs to help set up. So help set up decorations, get there early. And I will get you guys more details on like when should you get there and all that when I get them. I don't have them yet. But I wanted to give you that heads up that the junior class council, the 22nd, sign up for prom. There you go. Senior awards is the 21st of May. So that's kind of where that's at now. In June, it gets a little hazy. And I don't know if any of this will change via what's been going on, like if we'll have the early release iReady Day or not. But in that last sort of week, we will have the senior breakfast, and the junior class helps with the rehearsal. You guys are the ushers. You're the people who get the people to stand up and sit down. So that's also something that's coming up on our radar, is the junior class getting ready to help with this event. Okay? And again, all of this could update at any point, but it's best to be prepared for what could be our reality, which should be our reality, but who knows. Graduation is still set for the 9th. At this point, I don't think we need any volunteers or anything. Those are mostly staff volunteers, and all of the staff members will be at graduation. Just some other things, guys, as we're in this kind of situation that sort of really sucks. 2-year high school and beyond plans if you're a senior. Heck, if you're a junior, you can get a lot of it done and be done for your senior year. You could start working on the letters of recommendation. You can start working on the resume. You can start working on all of those things, and start uploading it to Maya Learning so that you don't have to worry about it as much your senior year. Sophomores, juniors, you guys can start researching colleges, researching other alternate career pathways. So if you're not thinking you want to go to college, but you're thinking, well, I maybe want to go into the trades, like, research that now. You got time. You got nothing but time right now. Other things, think about causes you care about, whether it's the political climate, whether it's the actual climate, whatever it is you guys are interested in. Take some time to like dig deep, see why the leaders are making the decisions they're making, see how you can get involved, see why people maybe don't agree with you, and see if you can kind of start doing that. But really, guys, this is also a great opportunity. I mean, it sucks. Don't get me wrong. But it's a great opportunity to do something that maybe you hadn't tried. I'm thinking about trying to learn how to play guitar or piano again, relearning how to play piano. I've done some gardening, kind of little stuff to kind of keep yourself from going crazy and feeling shut in. Please be careful of your mental health, you guys. And please leave some comments for me or email me back some questions or concerns you guys have, as I keep reaching out for you guys the best way that I can right now. So be good.